All right, hey there, folks. Welcome back to Campaign 16. It must be episode 11 because I think the previous episode was 10. Anyways, I remember. No, I thought I had a battle here that I could fight. That is so disappointing. Well, I thought this episode was going to be pretty good when we started out, but we're just stuck in an auto resolve. So, welcome to Grand Tactician. But we're at 62. They're at 58. Yeah, it seems like it's gotten a lot closer in the last episode or so. Did we finish that action? We did not. So political rally is still going through. I mean, you saw those stats, right? I don't know what there is left to do. I mean, we could try to become an even better administrator, I guess. Yeah, these other things, it's like whatever. We're just never going to get promoted up to lieutenant general. That's okay. Somehow Earl Van Dorn is still ahead of us, even though we've. Yeah, we won't ask questions about that. But so we're here. All right, we're now doing stuff. How we inflicted? I was gonna say, how we inflict 34 prestige worth of casualties on a fort that shouldn't have anybody. I mean, these forts keep changing hands so quickly that it's sometimes hard to imagine that there's anybody in that fort. And we took a ton of casualty. So it's one of the reasons why I really don't care. Let's slow this down here. I really don't care for auto-resolve sieges at all. Alright, we're going to pull that hour out of that. I have little faith that that's actually doing anything. Alright, we'll plug those there, and we'll throw 2 back here. Were we that close? I guess we were. I mean, if we get with a bigger force, then we're going to take a hit on readiness, which is okay, because we don't seem to have any other support here. So if we get pushed by too much, we're just going to have to fall back anyhow. But if I can avoid that, I would be very happy to avoid having to have to fall back and losing that level 2 supply depot. That would not be fun. Oh, I did not put any. Okay, so we got 2 hours in recruit. Actually, that's not terrible either. Yeah, let's just let this run through. We're only playing at 1x, so we can speed it up a little bit and see if this changes. Getting an attack in on the Department of Pennsylvania would actually be excellent, because I don't think we're going to be able to change this around. We have set up Kingston and Alexander and waiting for further orders. Yeah. Alright, so that's the disaster at Frederick. See, now they're going to be unengaged. If I do move in, we'd have to strike very quickly. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that fast enough. Alright, let's zoom out of here or we'll turn down the headphones. I found that even turning it down to like half in the last episode to try to fix the loudness in the battles, it was not doing it. So now we'll try like turning it down by 2/3 or 1/3 of what it was, and then once the weather and then back in battle the gunfire subsides, hopefully things get better. All right, confident is it's not good enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna replace any of the guys who are below me, because they've actually done really well in those positions. If their men don't like it, that's tough, but the men seem to like me enough, only because we have all that fame and leadership. And Johnston's Corps, no idea. There's no way this is actually working. Beauregard's Corps, I can't imagine that's. Oh, well, they're going to get the supply depot down. So I don't know if that's going to pull enough of this force away to deal with them. I guess that's why we have to play the campaign to find out. A little bored watching things even in 5x at the campaign speed. Alright, so they're going to go back for take some of the forts. That's fine. It looks like our friendlies are renewing the push in Maryland. Oh no. What did they think that we were going to be involved in? I had no idea that we would be called into any of this. I'm kind of just curious to see what it looks like when we join. So you're going to have to come along for that curiosity trip. All right, what did we learn? We are here. We have to attack. Wow. We have to attack Nicodemus Hill and the Northwoods. All right. So that's that. That is not us, right? So I'm going to put you on pause because I believe what this is actually showing me, and this is terrible that I'm here, is that I have to actually wait to arrive. So I have to like watch the battle play through. And this actually happened to me in this campaign on this map earlier, and the AI just got obliterated. So we're probably going to lose. And then I'm going to have to retreat on the campaign map. I guess you'll find out soon. All right, so it's not as dire as I thought it would be. Because what I did is I paid like 100 and, I don't know, maybe 30-something prestige and just got... It's just Canty's division in Sibley's army. And they're actually like well equipped. Like they're actually decent. So we got 11.5 of them, and then I was just waiting. And yeah, I mean, things have turned against me on the morale front, but I think I arrived much quicker than I thought I would. And so that was nice. And now we're just going to start pushing. It's not a great push if you're fielding a lot of cav as we are, but whatever, you know, it's one problem to have. But we're going to send the cav up first. Sibley's force can come over, and, you know, they probably end up just staying on the left, but maybe we'll throw them over there. All right, we get that picture. So once our cav, all right, our cav is up and moving. That is fine. I'm going to move one division up. Brian's is the other one coming in, and we'll just put them over there on the Boonesboro Road. And yeah, I'll probably put you back on pause until we've made some contact, and then we'll have some more to show you. All right, so yeah, it's not really historical, but it's, you know, it's something. Anyways, we sent the cav up and we've scouted them. The AI, it's a strong position here, except that they put the artillery at the backside of the Northwoods Forest, and I think this is a division up here, but the supporting division is back here and then over here. And again, this is a very strong position. Right, they fortified. It's overlooking a field. It's a big old pointer. You can't flank them unless you're going to water walk this way. The easiest approach, probably the safest approach, is to come through here. But I feel like if we put too much here, it's too easy for them to collapse. So what I'm thinking, while still basically trying to keep this simple, that's... Uh-oh, did we not get our order? We did get our order. Something's not calculating for someone here. Yeah, the general idea was to have Kemper's cav come around on the right seat. Now they're starting to react to it. But the idea was to, and so we might be too late, was to send Sibley through the Northwoods and show up over here. We actually were supposed to have our artillery kind of out by the Roulette farmhouse. I mean, up here probably be the best spot to put it. We can go ahead and detach it. But if it can fire, you know, we're probably just going to leave it right where it is, because we're going to do more harm than good there. Herbert, which is what I've settled on calling him, I think, he's the one that gets the bonus from shooting from cover. Forney is the one who just gets it whether he's in loose formation. I mean, he can be in cover. It doesn't really matter, but we want to make sure that we get Herbert on over to there. We've detached Barksdale. I'm worried about Brian. I have no idea what he's doing here. This is not really the time for this, man. If there's ever a time, this is definitely not it. All right, we got to move ourselves down to 1x. I don't know how we were still at 5x for so long, but chalk it up to incompetence on the part of whoever's in charge of this show. All right, so we know we're going to be there. Honestly, this kind of formation allows us to deal with threats not coming up and down. This is fine for now. Not that we had to hold this group here not that we had to, but we're going to hold them there. So we don't want Adams Brigade. We want Canty's division. Yeah, and what we're going to do with them... I don't really need them to take a stance, but I do want them to put out skirmishers. I do see that cav movement. You know, those three can probably just come up. And we will just hope that Brian gets here when he gets here, and hopefully that's somewhat soon. In Bowden, I don't know why these guys are all in line formation back here. I also got to get myself up here because Kemper's too far away. And the orders will be coming too slow. So, all right, we want to move up there like that. And Herbert is up there. I hate all that good quick shooting stuff to get lost in the fields there, but that might just be what has to happen. All right, they're gonna push like that. Rosie, I think the Rosie's just got to come in at this point. Hill, it's a similar story. We just got to send you in because I don't know what shape Elsie's going to be in after this is all over. Adams, I think, needs to turn around and deal with Whitaker. And bring his skirmishers back like that. Who is this brigade right here? No, it's not in Bowden. Trappier. He might be able to deal with Whitaker and his cav. Maybe we'll send him there and see what he comes up with. Alright, they're gonna hold them there. Not really sure what's back here. Okay, we got it, dude. Yeah. Maybe we'll just move them. I think between the forest and the fences up there, we should get some cover with that group. They're actually wisely going prone. Seems pretty reasonable. Is that a stone wall that I missed? That is a stone wall that I missed. Oh. Which means... Oh. Yeah, we gotta try to get there first. Yep, like that. You also, since you've kind of stopped moving for a moment, you need to try to get on that. Can you even recall your skirmishers? Because it's that important that we get there. Forgot about the stone wall over here. Alright, but we gotta keep pressing up with these guys. I know, it's not my division, so it's really hard to know. Yeah, stone walls are great. Great defensive pieces. Yeah, they're perking up there. Okay, we're gonna move them along a little bit if we can. I guess we're just getting nasty with the shots here. It's nice. All right, I hear the shooting out here. I'm gonna turn this down. Oh, I forgot to turn this down. All right, so I've turned down the sound to the point I can barely hear any gunshots. And then when OBS records, I'm gonna try something else. All right, so we had to, or I wanted to tab out and just try to change some things directly in OBS rather than trying to change it here. We'll see how this goes. It seems like it took enough out of the desktop capture that we shouldn't get quite as deaf. Alright, so they're getting the stonewall cover. That's excellent. They're getting stonewall cover. That's excellent. We are still taking more than a few casualties, but this is a small brigade, right? So they only had, I think, just over 1,200 when this started. I want you to see if we can go prone while shooting. Let's see if we still stay engaged there. It says they are, so I would take the lower casualties and just see how that goes. These guys seem to be doing great. gonna send those skirmishers in there. Hawes might be in trouble, because now that cav has actually moved up to where it should. These guys have been on absolute terror. It's like every volley. Alright, we want to stay on these guys. And we have that good rapid shooting. I think unfortunately we're not going to be able to do too much shooting from cover with this group. They're going wide now, and put my cav in a very bad position. Actually, now that I say that out loud, yep, I know what I have to do, and it's not what I'm doing. So we're going to pull back with these guys. They're going to continue in for a little bit, but not for that long. I don't know if these guys need the stonewall cover if they're not taking shots. It looks like they've taken very few shots. Okay, they're doing fine. Their rate of taking new casualties has really slowed, so that's good. It looks like in Bowden's cav, I don't know what that is. It's better than they were. This should be LZ's division, which we're just going to put... Gonna move right in there. Alright, they look like they're breaking. So we're gonna move over here. We're gonna move Buford up here. We're gonna move Hawes up as well. He's very much in the thick of it, but that's kind of the way it has to be for right now. Okay, we're gonna move them in, and down to their last 10 shots. I think we gotta fall back. And we will send in... Okay, they got a route. That's good. Very good. I think LZ's orders did go through. It looks like they did. Barksdale, we're going to move up just while we can. And, you know what we do with this cav? We just march him right over here. And try to get in contact with that fence. Meanwhile, we're breaking contact over here. That's fine. That's what we should be doing. I want this unit Buford to get a lot closer for me. I assume that's... Oh, that's the cat. Yes? Yeah, it is. Man, my cav commander's changed so much. I forget what I've told him to do. Alright, we'll order them up there. Maybe it makes this simpler. We're fighting some lag right now. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, they ain't mine, so that'll be my excuse. Alright, looks like we either routed or they're just pulling... I think they routed. Okay. We're going to send Smith over here. Adams is already on his way up. Buford really needs to, like, get up there and start making a contribution, because Hawes is going to break. That seems inevitable at this point. Alright. They're on low, so I really don't want them fighting anymore. It's kind of immersion killing. I know that you can roleplay, explain almost anything, but I don't know. Alright, and this cav scares me too much over here. I thought we could do something that we cannot do. I don't think we're going to be able to do, so. We're going to hold here, hopefully on this fence, and engage them as they come down the road, and yeah, just kind of go from there. Alright, we're all sorts of clogged up. They have routed for the time being. Hopefully we'll get them back. Unfortunately, these guys are not getting any sort of cover bonus. Might be time to think about bringing them back as well. Okay, so we're going to get out and get loose and hopefully get in contact with that fence and just hold those brigades back just by holding our position. Now their ammo is out, but they're not useless. They can still run around and capture Nicodemus Hill. It'd be quite a run though to get over there. So maybe we'll come back to that idea later. Are you firing? Because it kind of depends on. No, they're not. If they're not, and they're not able to. I don't. Okay, so they are able to fire. So maybe we can set someone up there. Kemper is there. Okay, we'll set them up. And down here, we'll try to get some rallies going. Not sure what we should expect at this point, but we will try. Okay, these folks are held back. I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm just going to send them over there and send them over there. I think at this point it just makes more sense to focus on shooting the guys we got in front of them. If we can break enough of these brigades here, I like our chances. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Tell me we are in contact with that fence. We are. That's good. Yeah, these guys actually can come over here because that's looking like what we need. Right, and while we are over here in contact with this fence, I'm just going to try to go prone just so we can. Alright, we gotta face these guys up here, and we gotta get up close. If we have to melee, we melee. Alright, we really don't want to be shooting skirmishers, so that's not the winning ticket. So we want to get up here and we want to just march through whatever casualties they're going to give us, and just eat it and try to get the payback on the back end. Alright, over here. Hill, I'm not too sure what to do with you. So we'll put you in reserve for now, and otherwise it's a push. Yeah, we haven't perfected maximizing our front here, but it's also not terrible. Let's try to move up on these guys. I mean, they have breastworks. It's a 20% advantage. Like, it's good, but it alone shouldn't decide the outcome. I don't know. These guys still want to be engaged. I'm trying to get them to reconsider here. Okay. Good. Yeah, up here we'll go for that artillery. Try to get a little bit closer here, and yeah, we're just gonna try to push. All right, so our lines are gonna get. I'm gonna mess our lines up, but that's okay. We can push up to here. That gives us a path to threaten Nicodemus Hill, at least taking the victory point. Might have ended up in melee by accident. Okay, let's just turn and try to face them. No, maybe, yes, I don't know. These guys have just gone, we'll say unresponsive. Okay. Get over here in these woods. You go over here in those woods. Our casualties haven't been too heavy with these guys. I don't really know who we're shooting at. There's actually skirmishers just in front of artillery. It's very interesting. Right, over here, what's going on? Did these guys... Nelson's brigade is deciding to give him the bayonet. Alright. Not my favorite thing to do. Alright, I think we routed them. And we routed somebody else. That is very good. Okay. Move hill up here. We just... Oh, Claiborne got a perk. Sharpshoot. I feel like with Claiborne, I should probably give him Spirited Charge or Deadly Volley. But I'm going to be the Perpetual Coward here and just... That was plus 20 for a round. That was nice. Alright, so we've taken this. We're just going to push up. If they're able to rally, good for them. If they're not... At this point, it's just, it's whatever. Nervous? That's fine. You can be nervous. Alright, we're going to rally you. We're going to rally you. We're going to bring artillery here. Yeah, I appreciate what you guys are trying to do back here, but I think get a little bit more out of you over here. Famous last words. You guys are trying to shoot through the wheat field. That's ambitious. I wouldn't do that. At this point, let's get moving. They're not that tired, so that's okay. Hill. Man, Hill's guys look like they could take a walloping. Alright. Heyman. Again, I'm kind of inclined towards... Alright, Ace of Spades. It's just so good. Alright, we're going to push these guys up. Claiborne is mine. I don't know where else I can get him covered. Oh, there is a fence here. We'll try for that fence. Oh, yeah, we still got a lot of ammo. Alright, and let's stand up. And move up gingerly here. Okay, we're going to get low, we're going to get loose, we're going to make it into those woods and then just lay down. I think that that's going to be the play. Alright. Forget where I've left my commands, so we got to try to center them. Yeah, I'm way out of position here, so let's try to get myself over here. Oh, wait. No, yeah, Claiborne is mine. I was going to say, pretty sure he is. Heyman, can you actually push up here? I want you to. Rosie, I want you to as well. Alright, let's try to go on board. Union actually has a decent line. The only thing I would fault him for is probably for having that pocket out in front. It did buy him time to rotate over. I'm guessing that this is going to be much... Yeah, I mean, it still has us on the losing side of this. I guess Nelson's going to run through and just push those skirmishers back. Alright, so we're going to melee those skirmishers. Hey, that is absolutely the way to do it. Okay, unfortunately, I guess the orders here did not get through to everyone. You need to recall your skirmishers. You gotta... Well, you don't have any with you. If Nelson has any skirmishers, he needs to get them back. Doesn't look like he does. Or actually, I guess he's too close that we can't tell. Alright. It's just hard to see right here what it is they're shooting, but it is... At least before, it was artillery oddly placed here. Kind of reminds me of almost the Pry House map in more rights. All right. This is a bad position. Yeah, bad position. Okay, so we're still firing on the fence. We made a little bit of progress here, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Over here in the woods, we can probably go prone and just soak up a bunch of shooting, and it won't matter too much. What on earth are these guys shooting at? What is your guess? I'd be very interested to hear it. Alright. Doesn't look like we're getting too much smoke from these other units. Alright, they are doing the reloading thing. Alright, we're gonna bring these guys back. It was a great push, but you're too far away from your own commander, and yeah. Alright, and as for Herbert, you did some work. You are almost out of ammo. And we're just gonna keep moving you up. LZ, get up there. Get up there. You get up there, and you get up there. There we go. That's their shot, I guess. Alright, are we breaking contact here with this cab that should be out of ammo? Doesn't look like that order is still up. Yeah, they're probably going to want to break. Adams is in fine position, but the unit's got the right idea. Push Claiborne through there. Push DeRosie up. DeRosie should have. Nah, he's still just short of the perk, but really not by much at all. Huh. What is this I see back here? It's all madness here, man. You're also getting ace of spades. Hill, you're also getting ace of spades. I don't think these guys are mine. You know what? You're in contact with the fence. You're getting ace of spades. I just whacked the microphone, so that's good. Just trying something as I zoom out. Just checking the sound levels here. Trying to keep it all out of the red and not too much in the yellow. Hopefully that does the trick, but the old setup was one I had for I think almost 2 years, so. And even then it didn't always work, so there's gonna be a learning process here. Buford, these guys have been absolute killers in the game. No complaints. Alright, Canty, get up with your men. I think I'm kind of in the right spot. Yeah. They've withdrawn, and we're going to bring them over here. They should focus on them. Come on, it still isn't back in our favor. They're just not going to hear it, man. Oh, it's because of those objective points. That is a ton of objective points. I'm not even sure if I can win this. Well, actually, they just went over 21%. So I think that was the threshold for... Union suffers severe losses. Further casualties can break its morale quickly. Right. So we just gotta keep on keeping on. Who is it now? DeRosie. Yeah. Fortunately, I got too many brigades here. So we'll move Claiborne over there. Okay. Hawes is here and Buford is there. Alright, we'll send Buford up there. Adams has gotten whacked a little bit, but I'm going to try to push up with everyone here. Everyone in Canty or... Is it Canty's division? Oh, I forgot all about Smith. Well then. They can push like that, and, whoa. They're going to pull back there. Considering we're doing a lot of waiting around before this battle, this has been an interesting 6 hours. In battle time. Now I have to say, I am worried about running out of ammo. Someone else routed. And the prestige isn't really what I care about at this point. That's, I mean, yeah, more is better, but winning the battle's a pretty big deal too. But oh yeah, see, we're out of ammo there. I think it's just something that happened in the with an update where it just feels like the weapons just all became less accurate. I guess then, what else do you do except go to melee, right? Try to find other brigades that have ammo. I haven't really run into this problem. I think we could probably bring our cab in and probably route this group here. Do any of you have ammo? Barely. Yeah, barely. And try to push up with you. Try to push up with you. Try to push up with you. I think maybe what we do is then use these two brigades and just have them go around and pick off brigades that are kind of stuck out on their own. Again, that's kind of why I generally like to get close and shoot if you're trying to attack. And I am, so. Alright, so there's some movement here. They've been resting for a while. They should be okay. Gotta find Kemper. That's Kemper. Alright, Kemper, get close to your men. So let's wield this artillery up close. Gonna need some close support, I think. Yeah, we just gotta go in for that melee there. Alright, infantry. Yeah, unfortunately, oh geez, Heyman's getting obliterated. Actually, all my forces are kind of getting obliterated here. Alright, I need you all to go run into them. This is what we do when the AI doesn't take the hint. Just gonna try to gang charge those units. Here we go. Try to get a bunch of 2v1s and 3v1s and other good stuff, and just hope for the best, I guess. Uh-oh, we routed. So did they. Are you guys exhausted? Is that what this is? No, that's not. It's not it. All right, get these guys. Let's get them. Claiborne should be able to get him. I should also move myself in. Try not to get wounded. 2nd Brigade whipped out. Alright, they're done. That looks good to us. Don't know where those shots are coming from here. We're gonna go over and try to take Nicodemus Hill. Looks like they've engaged someone somewhere. I'm not sure. Someone in the back side of this, maybe? Okay, you're gonna move up there, you're gonna move up there. That's fine. We're about to get the Northwoods too. That's good. I'll do my best to rally. Okay. So far so good. Let's speed it up a little bit here and just see. Plus 50 prestige for taking the objective. Nice. And we got him to retreat. Also very nice. Well, like I said, I think I got my prestige back from, oh, you know what? As I say that, we should try to get over here and try to take this. I don't, looking a little doubtful here. All right, Hill's not going to be able to get over there. But if we do take it, we'll get 50 more prestige. And actually, now it looks like we will get it. Or whatever prestige it is. All right, plus 25, even that's fine. I think that division more or less paid for itself. And they didn't eat themselves in and lose before my force arrived. Really, my big concern was this late in the war was that we would just have to fall back. We would take another loss. And, you know, it's actually very close right now in the campaign. We're ahead a couple of points. But now that we don't have the easy win of just marching into DC, which I think would do it, things could go a bit odd. And because we are playing with Richmond as the capital, I think we're the only army that's standing between the Union and our capital. And it's conceivable that if they just went amphibious or they overloaded on the very eastern part of the Eastern Theater, that they would be able to take Richmond. And I think that would drive us below the morale break for the campaign. So we'll see. Colonel Buford definitely deserved it. Those guys were absolutely on fire from the beginning. Wow, that was the Battle of Frederick. That's right, and we are way down in Alexandria. So we'll be able to see it when we get in. I mean, we still have to have it go through and all that other stuff. But yeah, we're way down here. I know that this means we're going to have to put a lot more time into... Actually, 3 hours into recruitment's not terrible. All right, so he gets 2 because he gets 2. Motivate the men. We actually still need to do that. Probably... Oh, well, that's a companion. So actually, we're probably just going to keep things more or less as they are. I already got that Mexico City has fallen message, so yeah, this was us getting called into that battle. Disaster at Fort Pennsylvania. It must be, yeah, it's one of the things going on up here. All right, so we fixed some of the things that are not fixed, but we put OBS back to about 80% of its normal capture and turn the volume back. Yeah, this is normally what it is, and it looks like everything's playing all right. So I'll take a listen and see how things go. I wonder, is this army retreating? No, they are marching. No. Yeah, we gotta move back. I mean, I'm glad to see their reinforcements coming. And we will wait for them to arrive. But that army probably isn't the actual army. It's probably the HQ, I'm guessing. I mean, it's a huge force if they can get here. My guess is it would be... Well, that was Cantu. That's, right, 10,000. Reynolds Cav adds some. So Union passes the Confiscation Act. So that'll help them in terms of getting costs down, but I don't think this late in the war, I don't see any movement to their national morale or national support. That's interesting. But yeah, we're going to pull back here and lick our wounds for a bit. All right, with nearly 3,400 casualties. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that's... That's what that is. Consult subordinates, right? That's also a campaign. So, raw prestige gain is generally nice. I don't... Well, we actually might need everybody in top form here. I think... Alright. Training is already very good. Yeah. Alright. We can pull a bit out of this. Confident. Yeah, it's not quite where I want it. Take that out of that. Plug that into recruitment. That's fine. Yeah, the rest that's fine. When we get our morale back, we'll take the 2 hours out of there and we'll put that into recruitment as well. For now, we'll keep our Cav scouting. We will hope for the best. So, yeah, okay. So now their support drop. Well, that's not that much, though. That might be other things. So we're at 62. They're at 57-ish. So that's a little bit more comfortable lead. But I'm still pretty sure if they just run right into Richmond, they'll either beat us or they'll have us on the verge of beating us. And yeah, it doesn't look like anybody else in my army has any clue that that might happen. So we're on our own. Also don't think we have an action currently playing. We don't. You know, when we get our readiness up, I'm thinking it's probably going to be time to maybe recruit more troops here and go for a kind of final push. So I'm going to put political rally in. And so my thinking is run this through, get more prestige, and then when we get this readiness back, as long as the numbers are there, maybe get another division. I'm thinking 2 infantry and at least an artillery battalion, 2 brigades and a battalion, and yeah, equip them with good weapons, and then run the action that increases the quality of our infantry. And I think, given that it's probably going to come down to battles and whose capital stands, I like our chances. Maybe it's desertion. Maybe it's just the desertion rates I put into this game. But, you know, the support difference hasn't been that remarkable. So we got, I mean, it's 172,000 deserters, which is more than casualties. But, I mean, there's always the balance there between what kind of feels historical, but the game doesn't capture everything that's historical, so you got to kind of figure out which one to play. And I think maybe I'll just focus less on desertion so that both sides can get more troops in the field. And that might be one of those things that hurts the Union more, because they start out with a number of states that just have lower support, but they're still technically part of the Union. So maybe addressing that would help on the numbers front. Oh, and that was a terrible late game play. That is so strange that they went that way, because we went through all of these earlier and we didn't touch impressment. And the reason, though, notice how similar the things are, right? We did impressment at the same time the Union had just finished confiscation. And it doesn't actually really help the Union in this playthrough because they're not in CSA territory, but that's something you can't really plan for. Number of recruits is up 10%. That's actually big to us. Cost of supplies down 20%. That's not that great. The loss of 7 support this late in the war is, that is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. That means we're pretty much even. Earlier in the war, when that could have saved us a ton more money over the last year and a half or so, definitely worth it. But at this point, I'm not that sure. All right, the Union gets a second railroad. Scouting ahead, that's cool. That is good. Oh boy. Kind of wondering if whoever spans propaganda last wins. And I also wonder if it's just going to turn into a situation where we have to attack the capital. Because if we're kind of going down at the same rate... Alright, that's a bit loud. Yeah, if we're both declining at the same rate and we end up falling behind, because now our average is 7, so add 3.5, so we're like 58, and they're at 58 as well. Oh boy. And they're in a better position to defend their capital and attack ours than we are, because they're all sitting on the capital. And they could just... I'm the only force that's kind of between them and the capital. And once our national morale drops below 60, I think if you lose the capital, I think it's a loss of 10 is what I have it set to. And that's huge. I mean, these guys are going after this. I don't know, man. All right, so finally the force up here has pulled some of them away. Army of Northeastern Virginia. How big is this? 41,000. I maybe could fight that. I don't know who they would get reinforced from. That could be rough. I also think this episode is probably coming to an end. I'm not trying to make this campaign go longer, but we didn't move as much on the morale support front as I thought we would in this episode. Longstreet surrenders? Oh. Okay, and apparently we are now... we have now decided this late in the war that it's a good time to start building railroads. We've been told that we're getting chubby. It's rough. Truth hurts. Ah. But we did pass Earl Van Dorn in the legendariness. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've heard this guy's name called at all. Ashby, I know. Jerome Robertson, I've heard of. Interesting. Old Grumble. Grumble Jones. Yeah, we should have gotten Grumble as our name. That'd been cool. All right, tell me that this is DeRossi. Is that my guy? Colonel Smith? No. DeRossi was wounded. All right, so we've gotten our men back quite quickly. That's good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and recruit. I know it's prime campaigning season, but add new group, sure. And all right, so the problem is I don't want them to desert. Their support is 13. Good golly. So I guess we just got to go back to West Virginia again, which is fine. I have nothing against it, but that seems like the only group I can recruit from. That's usually the hat I leave for Kentucky. It says white, but that does not look light gray. I guess maybe it is. All right, so we'll recruit them. And I'm going to recruit probably more from them as well. Because, yeah, they have decent support and no one else does. Thank you, West Virginia. Sure. 36 months seems a bit over concerned, but can we not? Why can't we add more? Have we maxed out the number of units? Yeah. As your command limit is reached. All right. That's okay. I guess I could dismiss. Right? I could dismiss the artillery and then just get more that way. And if I really wanted to play well, that's probably what I would do, but I don't care that much. It's still got to be fun. All right, so we'll upgrade those. We'll upgrade these, and then I think we have to call it an episode there. Yeah, we're about to hit that 1 hour mark anyway. So we'll do that. We have our work cut out for us. That's fine. And yeah, we definitely have enough for another episode. It feels like whichever capital is the first to fall, that's the side that's going to lose. So we'll see if that prediction holds true. Maybe in the next episode, maybe more.